Alrighty, so today's going to be September 19th, 2019, which is a Thursday. I am up roughly $78 on the day. Took one trade. The one trade was on Roku. We had a few things, I guess, somewhat moving today. Nothing like how it was yesterday. The action yesterday was just amazing. But in my recap, I explained how I basically traded and booted the whole entire day. It was a horrible day for me. But there was really, really good price action in the day. For whatever reason, I just had a brain fart. So today, coming into the market, I'm glad that I was able to find a decent winner. I found some other, I guess, decent trades that I did not take, but overall, I'll kind of go everything. So the one trade I took was on Roku. So let's make this a 5 minute really quick. So yesterday, as you can see, Roku had this big sell-off. Missed this one. Came back up to VWAP to retest. For whatever reason, I thought it was going to be a long. To take it long this way, just rejected and trended down the whole entire day. This would have been an amazing trade, something you can really add to the position, scale out, and then keep adding to the position because the trend just doesn't stop. So a huge down day on Roku. Today was gapping down, but as you can see, coming up into the morning, it's above all the moving averages, showing some strength. So I guess the mentality was it might go up, but we have to see how it's gonna look at the open. So now we're gonna go down to the 1 minute to show you exactly what I saw and where I got in. So first candle is a decent green candle, right? Second one pushes up. Well, actually, it sells off first and then holds all the moving averages, gets pushed up. Then this candle comes down, sells off, and as you can see, it started to hold all the moving averages again. And as it started to push up, I got long. I got long at 128.68, which is right here, roughly 128.68. But then the candle kind of came back down on me, and I wanted to wait and see if it was going to hold this pivot level, hold the VWAP, and hold all the moving averages and stuff. And then we had this push. And once the stock started to push up, I sold everything over here at 129.47 roughly. The problem with the trade was I only took 100 shares, and I did not feel like scaling out, 50 shares and 50 shares, doing 33, 33, and then 34. So I didn't want to scale out that way. There was too little of share size to scale out. I think the commissions were going to eat me up, so I basically just took the whole entire piece off. But if this would have been a different stock or something where I can come in with 500 shares, I probably would have taken off 200 here, and as it kept pushing up on here, would have taken off more. I would have been looking for a place to add to the position. But that's just the name of the game. This is just a stock that in this situation wasn't something I was able to add to the position. So that was the one trade, made $78, which is the good thing because that to me is not even a really good trade. It's kind of like a C trade. So you have A, B, C, D, F trades. That's kind of like a C trade, and it was able to make up the majority of my losses from yesterday and the day before off one trade, and those other trades were me taking 4 trades and being wrong on 4 trades. Now something I saw over here was it was kind of pricey. I mean, choppy price action, but we have a hard push up, sells off, holds the VWAP, pushes up, sells off, holds the VWAP, pushes up, and as you can see, it's kind of forming a triangle here, a little wedge pattern. So it should have been a long once this stock started to get some volume. As you can see, the volume here. Once it starts to get volume, starts to get bought back up, you could have taken it long, which is really quick. Right here. So as it rejects, holds, as it starts to push, you take it long. So basically your stop's going to be somewhere here, long somewhere there, something like that. And you get this huge move coming up. Great move. Could have added quickly here as this stock started to push up again. Could have added to the position. And then at the pivot level, I thought it was going to get stalled up at the pivot level, which it did, and sold off from the pivot level. But that would have been a good trade. I saw it, just didn't really feel like taking it. Roku kind of just scares me. It kind of has a mind of its own. So that was one. I kind of saw this happening on X, which was another stock on Watch. I'm just not a fan of the way it trades, and it doesn't really make big moves, but I guess you can compensate that with size. Going in, I guess, a little bit heavier. But as you can see, we have a push up. We have another push up, rejects this level pretty hard, pushes up again, rejects it, sells off, pushes up and rejects it again. As it crashes under VWAP, you can get short right here, throw your stop basically, I don't know, somewhere around here, because this is kind of like a momentum trade for me. I'm seeing 3 rejections up here, So we have, 3 rejections right there. It's crashing down, selling off under VWAP. I'm expecting this to go right now. So as you can see, it goes, sells off, and it sells off pretty nicely for a decent move. So you're in at 95, comes down to 65, 35 cents. But here you're only risking, you're only risking like 5 cents here. So it's just not really a big mover. Not really a big fan. You could have taken maybe 1,000 shares, whatever it was. But that would have been a decent trade. And then this stock here was not on the watch list for whatever reason, didn't pop up on the scanners, but we had a good sell off. This could have been a good little point to get in, sell. I found it right here as it rejects being bought back up. You could have shorted it there for a quick little move down for roughly 75 cents. And that's basically, I guess, Microsoft. One more trade here I can tell you guys. So we had this push up. As it holds VWAP, you could have pushed it up, could have bought it somewhere here for the move going up higher. And then once it's kind of stalled out, it got below VWAP, pushed up, rejected VWAP again, came back, pushed up, rejected VWAP again. That could have been an entry. It's telling you that it's not going to be able to push higher above VWAP. Told you twice in these little candles here. And then you got a nice little trend coming down. But I was at the gym at this time, so I did not see this part of the trade. Regardless, I doubt I would have taken it. One little thing I need to work on is being a little bit more aggressive when I have winning trades. I'm very aggressive when I have one loser. One loser can be 2 losers, 3 losers. I tend to be more, picky with my trades once I have that one winner, which is something I need to work on. I just need to focus on taking one good trade and don't worry about what happens if I'm up or down. Just make sure you take one good trade, scale out of the position, try to add to the position when they're winners, and that's it. And then call it a day. Whatever the market gives you, it gives you, and you just learn from that. But overall, an okay day. So we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we can make some profit here tomorrow.